logic in my brain anymore.
Good. That's where the fun begins.
It hurts my insides to do so, but, you know.
Where the fun begins.
I like logic.
Also, hi, Toad. You're great. I love you. And Mel's here. All right. So, we're here. We're back. It's Monday night, I guess. We are down the Sharky Man. The little shark. The right shark. The left shark. But if you don't know Little Sharky, he is an absolute treasure. The best thing out of Florida. What? Okay. But yeah, I'll introduce the rest of the cast. Let's start with the person who is most likely muted. It's Shy.
You would be wrong. Hi, I am Shy. I am a ninja girl who plays lots of video games. Mostly Final Fantasy XIV, Stardew Valley, and a rather growing pile of other projects that looks like it's going to eat itself at some point. So, yeah. You can catch me here on Mondays and oftentimes Wednesdays for Fallout. Kios doesn't know what to say because I'm not muted.
No, it's fine. Some know him as the Rizzler Gyat. Others know him as the Glizzy Goblin. It's Philadelphia's own Oni Hart.
Yeah. I don't even like hot dogs, man.
Sorry, Oni, I'm with you on that. I actually haven't had a hot dog in a really long time. They're kind of gross.
Like, I'll eat it. I'll eat a hot dog, but I mean, I won't choose it over, anything else.
So you're telling me you don't have like really big dreams about wrapping your lips around a nice hot foot long?
I can confidently say
chili and onions.
I can confidently say I do not have dreams like that.
Unbelievable.
I hope you do tonight, just for your confidence.
No, I don't think that's gonna help me in any way. But as for me, still getting work done.
Thank you.
I wanted to be able to stream with the new models like sometime this month, but I don't think that's physically possible because I haven't started rigging yet. But I started working on finishing the art for the second model.
There you go. Listen.
So I still gotta do that.
One step at a time, dude. Like, trust me. It's.
But maybe I might just stream with what I got, because I mean they work, but I don't know.
Listen, I don't know what it is. Philly's just been rough. Like, it has been rough in this city to function as of late.
Yeah.
It's cold, it's dark, miserable.
But yeah, that's me.
I love you, Oni. I'm very proud of you. Keep up the great work. Chris Reese gets a bonus point for being right today. Hello. There we go.
My intro was my rant earlier, but yes, I was right.
That's all right. You can generate hate in my non-existent YouTube comments. Go on.
Oh man, I missed that guy.
Oh, Prolapse Patty?
Yeah, Prolapse Patty.
What the fuck is that name?
So Prolapse Patty was a YouTube commenter who told me, you've met me, you know me, I'm incredibly queer. And I identify as a femboy. on the Twinkie side of life, and Prolapse Patty said that I had no idea of what I was speaking and dared me to go to a gay bar and call a Twinkie person a femboy and how they would beat me up, or I don't know. I stopped caring after the first two sentences. Am I supposed to take someone named Prolapse Patty seriously? Because I'm not going to.
That's a good one, Dan. Good work.
Anyway, go follow Oni. He's a sweetheart. And Chrissy is very good at reminding people that fucking just because they're popular doesn't mean they're good. Ain't that the fucking truth? Last but not least, professional sapphic and author, emphasis on the sapphic, it's Lania.
I actually do have fiction published, short stories mostly. Hi, I am Lonnie Ikea. You might know me from being here
Also, hi,
right
RTP.
now
Good to see you.
and other Mondays.
Hope you're well.
Or
Hope you
from
had a good New
being
Year.
here on Wednesdays with Fallout. I do a lot of stuff here. I do actually have my own channel. One day when I have the money to get rigged properly, I'll be back to my channel. But hey, I didn't mean that kind of rigged.
Okay.
But I'm glad that was a good segue into demonetizing us for YouTube. Hi, YouTube.
A segue to our sponsor.
A segue to our sponsor, demonetization.
All right, who's the sponsor for the stream? Is it BetterHelp, Honey, or Hawk to a Coin?
Let's go with Honey because they're getting sued, and that feels appropriate for Ace Attorney.
I like Devin. Devin's
not
a
just
sharp
sued
guy.
by anybody, by Legal Eagle, last I
Yeah.
heard.
I love Devin. Devin's a good dude.
Here's me being interviewed by Legal Eagle. I'm gonna use this footage as long as I can because this is the last time I had hair.
Yes.
That man is very smart and funny. It's a shame he never makes videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shame he didn't hastily rebrand his live streaming channel.
That is correct. I was honored to be the very first man in all of space and time to discover the body. But the stock of the incident, are you by any chance the space police?
Yeah, a lot of good content creators coming out with videos as of late. We have
Sharky.
no Sharky. Do we want me to cover Sharky, I guess?
Well, technically, he is the main character of this chapter.
Huh?
Okay.
Go for it.
You can't tack the word space onto just any old thing, you know? We're Mr. Starbucks lawyers. We're here to investigate his case.
We're Earth lawyers, by the way.
I see. Yes, I've no, that's too French. I see, yes, I've heard about you. In that case, by my esteemed privilege, I grant you permission to investigate even. I trust that you are appropriately grateful. Now, go ahead, have at it.
I can already tell he's going to be nothing but trouble.
Don't let him hear you say that, or you'll see what trouble really is. Well, let's just be professional and ask him about when he found the body, okay? So, as director, what do you do here at the Space Center? Yeah, I mean, specifically.
Defend peace across the galaxy and promote space development in this country.
Voice acting makes this series so much better.
No matter what obstacles stand in our way, we keep going for the sake of mankind.
I believe I used the word specifically in my question.
Attention all personnel. Whoa, that was Italian.
Hey,
Look.
my spaghetti!
I watched a 2-minute video about the Russian accent, and I am just ready, okay?
Listen, all I'm saying is maybe Luigi was right.
To your break stations. Prepare for break.
Well, I get it. You just wander around and tell people what to do in a self-important manner.
Oh, middle management.
That is exactly right. Because I am an important man. My manner is important.
Mr. Wright, this man doesn't get sarcasm.
Well, there's bound to be some people. Here in the boundlessness of space!
What's that? You want to know what it is that makes me important specifically? Very well. I will tell you. I was the central figure of the Hat 1 project. You may proceed to be appropriately impressed. Now, go ahead, have at it.
Wow, I am so moist.
Good.
I might be more impressed if I knew what he did for it, specifically. Could you tell us what you know about the incidents from the other day?
I refuse.
Okay, goodbye. What?
Explaining is a job for common folk, not the director of the center of the cosmos. My testimony, which will go down in space history, will be heard in the courtroom.
What? So does that mean you'll be taking the stand tomorrow?
That is correct. I will be the most glorious witness in the history of mankind.
I'm not sure if he really understands what being a witness is all about.
Looks like Director Cosmos is the type that only talks about what he wants to talk about.
Then let's at least try to ask him about the things he might be willing to open up about.
The Hat One was a rocket that was launched. Oh, that's you. You know what? I was in the groove on the accent and that just took over.
It's alright. The Hat 1 was a rocket that launched into space 7 years ago, correct? And despite numerous problems, it somehow made its way back home?
I suppose it is part of my job to educate ignorant young folk like you. Very well. I will impart to you the complete story of the Hat 1 project.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me finish cleaning this shotgun really quick.
One's noble mission was to collect samples from an asteroid.
Alexa, stop!
And Mr. Starbuck was the pilot for that flight. Eventually, the Hat 1 reached its planned orbit. From where it launched the Hope probe toward the asteroid belt. From there, the Hope probe began its long, lonely journey into the far reaches of space. Then, after a terrifying struggle, the Hat 1 returned safely to Earth.
The struggle was when the incident known as the Hat 1 miracle occurred, right?
Correct, and it truly was a miracle. Of course, they just had to turn the ordeal into a movie. As for the Hope probe, it did eventually arrive safely at its destination. It obtained a few samples from the asteroid and returned to Earth but a few days ago.
So, what kind of samples are they? What's in them?
The samples are scheduled for analysis in the near future. We haven't had time since they just came back the day before Terran's murder. Regrettably, we've had no time to inspect the samples due to everything that has occurred. But this puts our space development program ahead of other countries by several years.
Well, that's quite impressive. I guess this guy isn't just a loudmouth braggart after all.
In the golden age of space development, our predecessors were successful in bringing a moon rock back. That is the greatest achievement in history of the Space Center. The public fell in love with space and all its glorious potential.
The moon rock, huh? I remember that being big.
Our endeavors with the moon rock live on in our work with those asteroid samples. I want to bestow new hopes and dreams for the future upon mankind once again. That is my mission, as the man who stands at the center of the cosmos.
I hear there's lots of research into moon rocks and stardust from asteroids these days. They say the results could potentially have a huge impact on all of civilization. It's like we're in a new space race with every other country out there.
What? Bite your tongue. Is not for anything so base as money or politics. Is all for the brilliant future that awaits mankind, and for all my illustrious mission.
Okay.
With the recent budget cuts, My staff tells me finances are tight, but I won't hear it.
I guess even a space program has to watch its budget. By the way, you seem awfully knowledgeable about this kind of thing, Athena.
Oh, well, I thought I'd better brush up for the case. It's not like I work under a rabbit.
Is that so?
I will be on my way. As you can see, I am a very busy and very important man. Galactic scooter. Fire up the main engine. Max battle speed. And engage.
Huh. That thing is surprisingly fast. Well, I guess we'd better get going too.
You bet. Let's make it so.
That was cute. December 19th, Cosmos Space Center. Boarding lounge.
Huh. So this is where Mr. Terran was murdered.
Yeah, this is the lounge. Let's see that diagram the police made again. Right now we're in the main building here on the right side on the 3rd floor. Even if it just shows the left on the map. Clay and Mr. Starbuck fled here from Launchpad 1 after the explosion.
Prestige, do you want to
You
be
there! No admittance without express permission.
We're Mr. Starbuck's lawyers. We've come to investigate.
Sorry, nobody gets in without permission. Not even the police superintendent. Get out, Detective Fulbright getting mad at me.
So Detective Fulbright is here? Huh.
Yeah, he's in the Launchpad 1 corridor. Go get clearance from him, then we'll talk.
Leave it to me. I'm great at getting intel out of Detective Fulbright. Let's see, what trick should I use on him today?
I don't know if I should be grateful or afraid. With those teeth, I'm afraid.
So, to get to the Launchpad 1 corridor, we just have to go through that door with the blue rocket on it, I think.
Oh, that's a shame. I was hoping we'd see the red rocket door. Wait,
That's
that
Wednesday.
door? It looks awfully familiar.
Good eye there, boss. This is the door Clay and Mr. Starbuck used during their escape from the launch pad.
Ah, that explains it.
The fingerprint system has been deactivated, so I think we can just pass on through. Now come on, let's go!
Okay.
December 19th, Cosmos Space Center. Launchpad 1 corridor.
I like the vacuuming robot.
Me too.
So, this is it, huh? This is the corridor the two of them used in their escape.
Yep, this is the only thing connecting Launchpad 1 with the main building.
I see police tape down on the other end. Guess we won't be looking at the launch pad.
After the explosion, this whole corridor must have been filled with smoke.
And the launch pad itself was probably a sea of flames. It must have been pretty scary for them. I don't know.
Now, where could Detective Fulbright
I guess
be?
it must have just come out then.
Hey, I think that's him over there.
What should I do? Which path is the path of justice?
He seems to be lost. That's funny. This corridor is a straight shot.
Unlike this voice call. Ah!
Huh? Oh, it's you lawyer people. Welcome to the Space Center. Enjoying a relaxing day off, are you? Here for a little rocket sightseeing?
Yeah, we're here to investigate the scene, same as you. Have any info to share?
Boss, if he acts at all reluctant to give us information, we hit him with the whatever shall we do act. I'm sure he'll fall for it. Got it?
Are we trying to catch the unruly family dog here or something? Have you
I mean, you
considered
did say you wanted to see the red rocket.
Have you considered using your feminine wiles?
I save those for when I need cookies out of Blonde.
Okay, I'm gonna put down no for that.
Info on the case, huh? All right, I'll gladly share some with you.
Yeah, cool.
Huh? What just happened?
Detectives and lawyers seeking the truth and justice side by side. I like it. Just take whatever you want from me, you info bandits. I'm in a generous mood today.
This man just intentionally dropped the soap and bent over at the same time.
Are you judging?
No. There's something weird about Detective Fulbright today.
Well, we need information, so let's just run with it.
If you say so.
Detective Fulbright, could you give us permission to investigate the crime scene?
There's an officer on guard and we can't get in. Oh, whatever shall we do?
That's an easy one. I'll let them know over there to let you in. Investigate to your heart's content. Take a week if you need it. A month even. Shall I have some snacks delivered? One of my men gives a mean neck rub.
That's pretty sensual, dog.
I get that neck rub?
Yeah, I could use it. No, that's okay. I'm a little insecure in my sexuality. But thank you anyway.
Detective Fulbright is acting sickeningly sweet. It's kind of gross, actually. Do you think he hit his head or something?
Who knows? Whatever the case, it's making our lives way easier. So you were here at the Space Center at the time of the incidents, weren't you, Detective?
That's right. I was here on a security assignment.
Police are required to secure rocket launches now? I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, you know us, to serve and protect. The explosions occurred while I was here on duty, so I started leading the evacuation.
He's leaving out a lot of details, but okay. Could you tell us more about what happened?
Of course. A bomb went off on the second floor of the main building. Right after that, the one over in Launchpad 1 also blew sky high. So I immediately instructed the visitors and the employees to evacuate to the shelter.
The shelter?
That's right. There's an evacuation shelter in the basement of the Space Center.
Ah, okay.
It's there for accidents and emergencies and the like.
So where were you when the first bomb went off?
I was on duty on the 4th floor. It was quite the madhouse, I tell you. The elevator wasn't working on account of the explosion. And the stairs on the 2nd floor were destroyed, so we couldn't go that way.
Then it wasn't impossible to get down to the basement shelter?
No, we lowered an emergency ladder from the 4th floor window and escaped that way. It was a folding ladder, so it wasn't very stable, but at least it reached the ground. After I secured the ladder, I left to take another look around for any other survivors. Once everyone else got out safely, I made my way down too, and headed to the shelter.
I wish I had a four-floor folding ladder.
Wow, what an ordeal. But climbing down an emergency ladder kinda sounds fun.
Thank you for your answers, Detective. They were, very helpful.
Just a moment. I have some more information to share with you. But don't tell Prosecutor Blackwell, okay?
Wow, and Prosecutor Blackwell usually has you on a short leash, too.
Maybe they broke up.
Well, never mind that. I thought you should know that there was a witness.
Could you tell us more about this witness?
Good thing. The witness was a Space Center employee who was on the 4th floor.
Yeah, same thing.
While she was climbing down, she looked through a window into the 3rd floor lounge.
So she was looking into the crime scene from the outside?
That's right. It was just a matter of chance that she saw something important. Not that I know what she saw exactly yet, though.
You don't? But that's the most important thing of all.
Don't you worry, I'll get around to interviewing her soon enough. She should still be somewhere here in the Space Center. You might even run into her.
A 4th floor employee, huh? Alright, well, thanks for the info, Detective Fulbright.
You know, if Fulbright and Blackwell were together, is that Oni self-cessed?
I don't know, but I would love to see art of it.
I don't want to think about it.
Gee, you sure are being cooperative, Detective. A little too cooperative, even.
Yeah, well, actually,
Actually... Something you can't talk about? It's okay, big guy.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, never mind. Don't worry about me. Well, I'll be on my way now.
Someone made fun of him for having one singular tooth.
What?
Athena, what the fuck was that?
Something is definitely going on. I'm gonna get it out of him the next time I see him.
Okay. I'm not sure he'll talk about it, though. Yeah. Anyway, we have permission to investigate now. Let's head back to the boarding lounge.
December 19th, Cosmos Space Center, where you were 5 minutes ago.
You two, Detective Fulbright has granted you permission to investigate. He also said I should bring you some snacks, or give you a neck rub too if you'd like.
homie out here just handing out neck?
Oh, that's all right, but thank you for the offer.
Well, time to roll up our sleeves and start investigating. Now, let's see. Where's the diagram? Yeah, okay. So, this lounge is on the 3rd floor of the main building. And according to Apollo, this is where he believed a third party killed his friend.
Well, let's stop the recap and start looking for traces of this third person then.
Well, given there was an explosion, there may be traces of them here and there. There is one problem, though. This room? It's just really big.
Don't worry, we can use this to help us.
A Space Center pamphlet? For tourists?
Yep, picked it up at the entrance. The maps inside should come in handy. Let's
Wait.
see.
You think Phoenix can fucking read?
Yep, here it is, a map of the lounge.
You had to pass the bar exam somehow.
This is the door we went through to talk to Detective Fulbright.
Depends how low the bar is and what's underneath it, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, that's the door with the fingerprint recognition lock. Well, I guess this map will make things a little easier.
Space Center pamphlet added to the court record.
Yeah, no more excuses. Let's track down the third person.
Wait, there's just one more thing. What's that strange creature moving around outside the window?
Oh, boss. It's just a holographic image.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. Thought I was tripping balls.
There should be a button somewhere in this room to turn the image on and off. That's what it says in the pamphlet, anyway.
The only reason you're so eager to start is so you can push the button, isn't it?
What's wrong with that? Just look for the button while we're looking for clues.
Alright, fine. Well, let's get investigating.
Push the button, push the button, push the button, push the button.
At first glance, it looks like a peaceful landscape, but then there's that creature.
Didn't the Hope probe go to some planet? Maybe this is what its surface looked like.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it would have made the news that they discovered a creature like that.
It did make quite a bit of news, though, when the probe came back.
Yeah, but the Hope probe didn't even go to a planet. It went to an asteroid. It's a big rock kind of thing. Even aliens can't live there.
Hey, Keo.
Yes.
Why do people have to live outside?
Why do people have to live outside? In the brutal heat? In the freezing cold? Why? We have the resources. We have the means. Anyway, go listen to Chat Pile. That's some pretty futuristic looking furniture over there.
According to the pamphlet, those are no ordinary chairs. They're like amusement park teacup rides. You can power them yourself, it says. If you spin the table, your chair spins too.
Why would anybody want to have something like that here?
It's for astronauts who have trouble with the device on the ceiling. No vertical spins. It says it's a training device that's easy on the eyes and the body.
Can a person really call themselves an astronaut if they can't handle 0G, though? So, this is where they discovered Clay.
Yeah, he was already dead when they found him. Let's take a look at the photo.
So he was stretched out like this, and... Huh. What's that thing that looks like a thermos?
That's the thing that Prosecutor Blackquill mentioned when I was in court with Apollo. He said that it contains asteroid samples.
Oh, right. Director Cosmos mentioned something about that too, didn't he? That they were brought back only 5 days ago by the probe that the Hat 1 launched.
I wonder what they look like. Do you think they'll let us see?
Well, Athena, I am a bit of an astronaut, or an astronomer myself. I spend most of my time looking at fat dirt stars whenever I get the chance. Do you get that joke, Oni?
I'm gonna.
I like staring at buttholes.
I got it.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you weren't left out of the joke.
I wasn't.
Get it? Because he's an astronomer. You
Yeah.
see?
I thought it was because he had like 5 fucking cats.
Well, that too.
My life is dominated by cat assholes. Let's think about that after we've solved the case, okay? Whoa! No matter how I look at it, all I can think of is torture device. But I guess it's a training device for getting used to zero gravity? Athena's about to go on a hyperfixation. I should stop her, but I think she's just gonna outmuscle me.
Hey, Mr. Wright, look at that up there.
Huh, some kind of fragment? That's really stuck in there. No, so that's what that glint was all about.
That color looks familiar. I think it's part of an oxygen tank.
I think you're right, but if that's here, it means Clay's tank ruptured after they arrived at the boarding lounge.
So Prosecutor Blackquill's theory that Mr. Starbuck dropped Clay down the ladder must be wrong. This proves that both of the astronauts were alive when they reached the boarding lounge.
So, Apollo was right. The scene of the murder wasn't the launch pad.
Way to go, Apollo.
These are apparently oxygen capsules. They're for recovery after a training session.
I wonder if they can change your voice. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Huh? It didn't do a thing.
It's not helium, Athena. It's oxygen.
Oh, a mirror. How thoughtful of them to put one here.
Thoughtful?
So the ladies can fix their makeup.
Haha, gender!
One's appearance is just as important in space as it is on Earth, you know. You never know when you're going to run into some other life form after all.
I doubt anybody who thinks like that would ever become an astronaut in the first place. Ow. Just banging some gender.
Brutal.
So it looks like there are 3 doors that lead in and out of this room.
Check. Drum roll, please. Ta-da! The Space Center pamphlet! We're here at this place that says Boarding Lounge 1. Here are the 3 doors. Let's call them Lefty, Righty, and Downy.
Can we not, maybe?
Yes, I'm on a roll here.
People usually say west, east, and south in a case like this, you know?
Details, details. Anyways, take a look at the west door. That door with the rocket icon leads to launch.
Yeah,
launch
some of
pad 1.
these localizations are rough.
I know because it says here on the map, Launch Pad 1 corridor.
So-
Also, you were just there.
Listen.
I know, it's expecting Athena to have object permanence, and that might be a little too much.
Her entire existence is focused on keeping that mono tooth in reality. So that's where we went with the detective. It was filled with smoke after the explosion.
Right, next up, the right-hand side of the map, or east in your world. That's the door with the satellite dish icon to signify communication, aka the control room.
Yep, it definitely says control room. Looks like it has another door on the opposite side.
They communicate and exchange information with rockets and probes from space from there. So it's the center of the Space Center. The Space Center center, if you will.
Does everybody start to talk like Director Cosmos after they've been here a while?
But it seems that they built a new command center on the 6th floor. That's what they used for the Hattush, so this control room was empty at the time.
You know, I've always wanted to see the inside of a mission control room. No, since we're here.
I'd love to do that too, but it doesn't look like we'll be able to. We want to keep curious kids like you out. Some of the doors protected with fingerprint recognition. Only the director can go through.
With that much security, I'm definitely not the one they're looking to keep out of.
So apparently the lock is also hooked up to a backup generator in case of emergencies.
Control room door lock added to the court record.
Okay, well, what about the last door?
This lower door? Oh, excuse me. I mean, south door? It leads to the elevators.
This is the door we came through when we entered this room, right?
Yep, and of course there was no fingerprint recognition device, so it's open to anyone.
But the elevators weren't working at the time due to the explosion.
Well, that's about it for the 3 musketeers of the boarding lounge. I made a funny.
Yeah.
I assume this is what Oni feels like every time I open my mouth.
Probably.
Thanks. Understanding the layout of this lounge should help us understand the case. That's why I thought we'd better have a good grasp of where all the doors go. I mean, not like they're all painted. Here's another amazing piece of equipment. Walk on the surface of the moon, it says.
Oh boy, I want to try it! Gravity's weak on the moon, so I bet I can do midair somersaults.
We're still on Earth, remember? Besides, it's connected to the ceiling?
Well, at least I could jump really high.
There's a sign on the wall that very clearly says, don't jump too high.
Then what good is this thing?
Well, at least it makes you wear a helmet so you don't hurt yourself. Didn't I say in the beginning, walk on the surface of the moon? Yeah, see? Helmet use required. Well?
Hey, I see something shiny down there.
Well, let's take this cover off then. Yeah, let's just disassemble the space launch area.
What's this? It looks like a metal jelly bean.
She's so smart, guys. She's so smart.
That particular jelly bean can go right at the base, like right where my spine connects with my neck. Just jam it in there. It's really small, but this is a bullet. It's only 2 to 3 millimeters in diameter. What? Let's see. That would make the caliber 10.
Are you having an aneurysm, Keo?
Yes, I am.
Caliber refers to the diameter of the gun's barrel, right?
Yes, but I've never heard of a 10 caliber gun before. This bullet must be for a special kind of gun. A fucking imaginary one.
I bet if you tried firing a bullet this small with a regular-sized gun,
Okay, go ahead. Just fucking tell me how wrong you're gonna be.
it would just fall right out.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty fucking wrong. Yeah, it must have been a really small gun.
I wonder how the bullet ended up here. I mean, we're in the bottom left on the southwest side of the room, according to this map. That's pretty far from where Clay's body was. Maybe the police didn't think to look here.
Yeah, leave it to Detective Fulbright to accidentally hand us the card we need.
Bullet added to the court record. Aneurysm added to the kiosk.
What's this? A trap door?
Trash chute. The cleaning robots throw the garbage out from there.
Just throw me there, too. The robots do the cleaning? What a futuristic world we live in. I just hope they didn't revolt like they do in science fiction movies. Yeah, you hear that, tech bros?
I'm not going
No way.
to revolt. I'm going to take very good care of you all.
All the robots here are very nice. It's just that AI you gotta look out for.
Don't
Alright,
touch me
settle down
there.
there, GLaDOS.
This is my no-no square.
Wait, wasn't there one in the launch pad corridor? You can go say hi to it if you want. There's that shoe print in the corner of the moon thing.
Game, what are we doing here? Ha!
I wonder what this big knob is for. It looks like the knob on a stove.
Well, it's the same shape, but I think that's where the similarities end. I mean, it's behind a glass pane. What kind of stove would require knob security like this, outside of the one where you live?
Well, the knob is straight up and down, so if it was for a stove, the burner would be off.
right, if it was for a stove. Still, I wonder what it's really for.
Something turned on by a knob that's not a stove? How about a rocket engine?
I'm not going to make the joke. If you had to start the engine here, the rocket would take off before you could get in.
Then I guess all we can say for now is that it's a mystery knob.
Like that last time at the glory hole. So, this is the fingerprint recognition device. I guess you put your hand on this hand mark?
Well, I guess when you can try. Now to line my hand up with the outline.
Don't! I think that this thing is related to the case. Get your print all over that, and the next thing you know, you'll be named a suspect.
How can you be so cruel to a little girl like me?
I'm not buying those tears, Missy.
Let's see. This door is. Where's that pamphlet? Here we are. It's the door to the corridor that leads to Launchpad 1. We went through it earlier when we went to talk to Detective Fulbright.
They really want you to know where this door goes.
So I guess the security lock must be disengaged now, right? They say the corridor was filled with smoke at the time of the bombing. So this thing besides the door, this must be the fingerprint recognition device we literally just talked about.
Which reminds me, I think Prosecutor Blackpool talked about it at the trial.
Holy fucking Groundhog Day. Maybe I am having a stroke.
The notion of a third party in a Launchpad 1 is utterly absurd. Just to enter the area from the lounge, one must pass through a door guarded by a fingerprint recognition device. Allow me to state up front that there are precious few with the clearance to do so.
Then, does this mean that the bomber's prints are verified by the system? But the number of authorized personnel was supposed to be, like, really small.
Fingerprint powder. The California Special. I brought it just in case something like this came up. I found it at the office. I've just been itching for a chance to use it.
Wow, way to think ahead! Now let's dust the fingerprint recognition device and see what we can find.
You got it. Now to sprinkle some here and a little over there, and...
We're not gonna make you do the minigame? I wanted to make you do the minigame.
Thank fuck.
Let's see what we have here. Oh, we got something. It's only a single set of prints.
Yeah, isn't that a good thing? Sure wish we could figure out whose prints these are. Although, I doubt we'll be so lucky as to get the culprit's prints on the first try.
I'm willing to bet that Detective Fulbright has some fingerprint data.
Right. And there's the security footage of this door, too.
Yep, here it is. It came up in court the other day.
I wish we could see the part of the footage just after this bit.
Oh, because that would be right before the murder, wouldn't it? Let's ask the detective. With the mood he's in, he'll probably show it to us right away.
Yeah, he's in almost too good of a mood today. Let's go see if we can find him again once we're done with this room. There's some kind of panel with 2 buttons on it here.
Just push it. That's the invariable principle of buttons.
There are such things as buttons left unpushed. Oh, okay.
Hey, the giant holographic image disappeared.
Yeah, though that side of the wall seems kind of barren without it. Still, let's see if we can find anything new with the image off. The cobweb?
Hey, Mr. Wright, take a look at this.
It looks like a bullet hole. Great find at the...
It looks like a cobweb.
It's pretty big. Whoever fired this shot must have been using a pretty large gun.
You think so? Based on my experience, I'd say this was fired from a regular pistol.
Well, whatever size it was, somebody fired a gun in here, right?
Apparently, this is an important fact. Do you see a bullet around some... Oh my...
No, the police might have taken it, though.
And this is a simple game flag. Bullet hole added to the court record.
Man, if only we'd found a bullet.
Let's ask Detective Fulbright about this bullet hole later.
Chrissy.
Welcome to the Space Center, guests. Welcome.
Yikes! What in the world?
My name is Ponko. P-O-N-C-O, Ponko. Are you sightseeing? Are you lost? Are you looking around? Choose one. I will guide you.
It's a robot?
I am not a robot. I am Ponko. Psychological observation and navigation companion. P-O-N-C-O, Ponko.
Well, I'm glad we got that cleared up.
Ponko, I've missed you.
Wait, you know this thing, Athena?
Oh, she, showed us around the last time when I came here with Apollo?
Are you banging the robot?
Next question.
I mean, you know who she is.
Oh, you're such a good girl, Ponko. That's a good girl.
He's definitely banging the robot.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm so happy, so very happy.
Wow, a guide robot. That's pretty cool. My name is Phoenix Wright. It's nice to meet you.
I don't know you, I don't know you.
Huh? Oh, well, that's rude.
Oh, she has to register people she meets for the first time. Please register him, Ponko.
Certainly, commencing guest registration. Please tell me your name. A nickname is fine too.
His name is Phoenix.
A bit overly familiar, but I'll allow it.
Phoenix, please let me get a good look at your face.
Now what, so you can pin a crime on me I didn't commit later?
Correct.
Oh, sure?
Registering. Facial recognition sequence complete. Murderer found. We are now officially friends. Nice to meet you, Phoenix.
Huh. This robot's pretty cute, I guess.
I know, right? You made a friend, boss. Isn't it great?
Phoenix, Athena, allow me to guide you. Right this way.
Oh, goody. Let's go, boss.
Go where?
December 19th, Cosmos Space Center, Space Museum.
Oh, wow. What is this place? Is that rocket real?
Welcome, welcome. The Space Museum is open to the public every day of the year from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Learn about the history of our nation's space development and the HAT-1 project. The rocket is just a replica, but it's the same size as the real one.
Space Museum. Oh, here it is on the map.
Okay, so it's on the exact opposite side of the main building from Launchpad 1.
Space Center pamphlet updated in the court record.
Ask me anything, anything I will explain.
This is quite the place. I can't believe we get to see a rocket this close up.
This is a replica of the HAT-1 that was launched 7 years ago. It is exactly like the real HAT-1, inside and out. Its little brother, the HAT-2, was supposed to launch the other day.
I wonder if Ponko knows why the launch was canceled.
Over there is an exhibit about the launch 7 years ago. Check it out. Check it out.
Spacesuits? Photos? Newspaper articles? I'd like to come here again on a day off. Hey, what's this a photo?
Look at this photograph.
Phoenix, that's the staff of the HAT-1 project.
Hey, yo, who the bitty with a fat tits? Yo, there's Mr. Starbuck. He looks so young and so different.
And that's...
What is it, Athena? Is something wrong?
Oh, nothing. I just thought Mr. Starbuck looked really young too, that's all.
Well, it was 7 years ago after all, so the young guy standing next to Mr. Starbuck
Is Clay Tarrant, the victim.
So they were mentor and protege even way back then. He's even got one of the staff jackets. He looks just like a regular staff member.
No, Clay was still a student then. He borrowed one of Solomon's old jackets.
Ah, okay. Well, that makes sense then. Clay would have still been in high school 7 years ago. Everybody looks so happy. The Space Museum is great. What fantastic exhibits.
This area used to be Launchpad 2. That's why the only entrance is on the 3rd floor.
Wouldn't it be better if they just made a new ground floor entrance instead?
There was talk of it, but they had to scrap their plans because of budget cuts. Budget cuts, budget cuts. We need more money, money.
Fucking insane, bro. Who would record that kind of information into a guide robot?
While it was in space, the HAT-1 launched a probe called Hope. In that I hope they give us more money. The Hope probe collected some samples from an asteroid and returned 5 days ago.
That's what Director Cosmos said, too. He told us it came back the day before Clay was killed.
And here it is, the Hope space probe.
I think I've seen that logo somewhere before. Let's see. Oh yeah, the capsule that the victim was carrying. I think it had the same logo. I think it can be seen in the photo attached to the autopsy report. Maybe she'll give me some more info if I show it to her. I could just talk to her first.
The way the Space Center launchpads is set up is really cool. Would you like me to tell you about it? Would you?
The setup of the launch pad? Go gentle on my spiky-haired mind.
I want to know. Phoenix wants to know too.
Great.
I love this little robot.
Now Athena's got a case of ponchoitis.
Hooray! I will tell you then. The rocket is built right inside the launch pad structure. When the rocket is complete, it's moved along with the launch pad over the rails. And brought into position at the launch site. Isn't it cool, isn't it? We used to have a big budget, so that's how we could do it all.
It's very cool, a grand setup that suits an important place like the Space Center. I guess everyone is hoping for a bigger budget next year, myself included.
Guessing the whole thing is operated from the control room, huh?
That it is, but it can also be operated from the new command center too.
True.
Either way, the safety lock in the boarding lounge first has to be disengaged.
I guess before a big move like that can be carried out, there are all kinds of procedures.
I would love to see the launch pad being moved. When's the next one scheduled for?
Searching data. All future plans have been put on hold.
Because of the bombing and the murder, I bet. Which is perfectly understandable.
When's the last time it was moved?
Searching data. I'm sorry, that answer isn't in my answer database.
I guess Ponko can only answer certain questions. Ponko, do you recognize this capsule here in the top right?
Checking registered data. I know. That is the Hope capsule. As in, I hope we get more budget next year. It was carried inside the Hope probe.
It contained the asteroid samples, right?
Yes, it was designed to store the samples gathered by the Hope probe. It's been stored in the safe in Launchpad 1 ever since it returned to Earth. It must not be removed. It must not be removed.
Alright, Ponko. The people in charge already know what happened.
They do. I must ask them later.
So the
Love how her
capsule was
head spins.
So the capsule was being kept in Launchpad 1, huh? Maybe Clay was trying to carry it to safety after the explosion.
The Space Center staff must have been really excited to finally get the capsule back.
I get excited around staffs too.
But it's a pity this incident occurred before they got a chance to check the contents.
Well, the police took it as evidence, so they'll have to wait a little longer.
Hope capsule added to the court record.
Well, we certainly learned a lot about the Space Museum.
Thank you, Ponko. You explained everything very well.
I love to explain. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
You two are like old friends. It's hard to believe you just met recently.
It's because Ponko is so friendly. And she's very good with her grapplers.
Well, what should we investigate next besides your weird robot relationship?
Let's go find Detective Fulbright. We have things to ask him about.
Let's see. The security footage and the fingerprint data, was it? And the bullet. Okay then, let's go back to the Launchpad 1 corridor.
Bye, Ponko. See you later.
Come again, and don't forget to visit the gift shop.
You know, that used to be my sign-off back when I was dancing.
I'm so glad I didn't pick an annoying voice for this character.
Poor Ponko, what a Dickensian life we are all forced to lead. What? What? Get the fuck out of here, Phoenix.
December 19th, Cosmos Space Center. Launchpad 1 corridor.
What should I do? Which path is the path of justice?
There's Detective Fulbright. He still seems to be lost even though it's a straight corridor.
Well, let's hope he's still in a cooperative mood as well, then.
If he doesn't cooperate, then I'll just have to use my powers on him.
Oh yeah, assault a police officer. See how well that goes. You mean that lady in distress bit? Well, good news. We'll talk to Fulbright next week. Next week. It is, in fact, that time, my friends. Hey, we did it, though.
Yeah.
Yo.
We survived another week.
Listen, I'm finna throw myself down the goddamn stairs after this one. Ah, Jesus Christ. Yeah. We in fact did it though. I'm very proud of us. That was my brain pouring.
Great.
Yeah, right. That's where we're at. Anyway, please go check out the lovely cast. They are wonderful. Even though most of them don't actually get a chance to stream. Little Sharky is obviously not here tonight, unfortunately, but that's okay. Chris Reese, tell people about your new computer.
Hi, I'm Chris Reese. I am building, what is it, a 9800X 3D computer tomorrow. That'll be fun.
Ooh.
I lead the raid group Lives in Final Fantasy 14. We're on hiatus, so we have some membership changes. But I do intend on getting some stuff put together for some retro and RPG streams soon.
Sleepiest Oni. That's a fucking mood, brother.
Yeah, just working on my work and trying to figure out when, what, where, and how my next stream will happen.
It shall happen.
If not by the end of this month. Next month is crazy. I was hoping that I would be able to get on at least by my birthday, but no, I don't think so.
Listen, we can just blame other people for it. It's fine. Good night, Oni. Die.
Yes.
On.
I am shy. I am very happy that you all came out to see us this evening. Definitely looking forward to the next time we're going to be on. If that's going to be Wednesday, it's going to be Wednesday. If not, well, it won't be, but we'll definitely be back.
True. Lon.
I support Synthophiles. Let's go. Let's Ponko's adorable. She deserves love.
Let's go, lesbians.
Let's go, lesbians. Hi, I'm Lon. I'm coming down with a headache. So I'm gonna be quick about this. I show up here on Mondays to voice act. I show up here on Wednesdays to, I don't know, try and get people to through the Fallout 76 story, and usually get cars blown up because pause is pause. Yeah, that's what I got. I'm on a pretty long hiatus now from my own stream, but you can find me here.
This stream is just a fucking...
It really is, I think, content creator retirement home.
Jesus Christ. It's like a fucking Potemkin doll of retiring streamers.
And 14 players.
Yeah, true. This is like the fucking LTTP rando of I used to speedrun RPGs. Anyway.
I do want to at some point do the speed run for Atelier Mari because it's hilarious and 5 minutes long.
I have seen it. I have.
Isn't it great?
Yes, it is. PX ran it.
You just nap through the entire game.
God, I wish that were me. All right, I'm gonna do my thing. Friends, thanks for being here. Thanks for the support and just like chilling out while we worked on 15. I guess we're gonna try runs Wednesday. Let's just throw it at the wall, see what sticks. I don't particularly care about getting world record. I just want to get like a clean run in, and get it ready for limit break submissions in a couple of weeks. We are off tomorrow, so there's the Discord. Come hang. There's the YouTube to catch what you missed. Check out Shelby's website and Etsy. She's got some really cool new stuff in that she's been working on. Check it out. And if you want to support the streamer, Catboy, Cats Inside, Cats Outside, whatever have you, get yourself some extra cooking votes. But feel free to check out the stream wish list. Me, I'm going to call it a night, and we will catch you all on Wednesday. Y'all be safe and be well. Okay, we did it. Away. You have a good night too, Fanstar. I'm gonna send y'all over to Kiara. Other fun people that are